We could have homes on separate coasts, go dive in Greece with squids. Could have been so bleeping rich, but instead we had kids. They won't smile for a photo, they won't eat the food we choose. That's why we're heading to the Parents' Lounge to drown ourselves in booze. Every day we're more exhausted, we haven't slept in years. They hit me in the nuts so bad, my eyes filled up with tears. And yes, we'd like to fake our death and go off of the grids, but the truth is we are softies and we truly love our kids. So join us every Tuesday night to laugh at all our pain. Evening in the Parents' Lounge is the cure to staying sane. Welcome to another edition of the Parents' Lounge. I'm Jamie Kaler, joined as always by my partner in crime, Kate Mulligan. And tonight,
me finally.
And tonight our special guest is Jason Gowan.
Hello.
You got Hey, you got promoted. We went to the bullpen. You're in.
I'm the partner in crime, and Jason's the one that always is trying to get us to focus.
You're the central host. Speaking of getting kids to, I'm coaching 2 AYSO soccer teams, and getting kids to focus is painful. Jobo's here.
Did you guys? We had teacher conferences this week. Did you guys have teacher conferences?
Yep. Monday. Ours are Monday.
Okay, so we had ours. I had mine yesterday, and I'll tell you, James is much better in school than he is in real life. He he just spends it all at school, I guess. And Neil is the exact same person at school. She's like, he really gets upset if anybody around him gets in trouble. I'm like, this checks. This checks out. Like he's just got crazy anxiety about, like, you could show him a movie with something scary in it, and you can show him a movie with a kid getting in trouble in it, and he will be more scarred by the kid getting in trouble. It's like really a trigger for him. I don't know why. Obviously, I've done something wrong.
He doesn't
Were you
like
a troubling kid,
get...
Mulligan?
Yeah.
Were you a troubling kid?
Yeah, let's get into this.
Was I a troubling kid?
Yeah. Did you get in trouble? Like, what were you like as a child?
Well, it's actually like it's going to be too heavy. Probably, if we're going to keep this show light, I don't think we want to talk about my.
You had a heavy childhood.
Yeah, pretty.
I've got a heavy everything.
Yeah. I will say that I was. I had a childhood where I'm the child of alcoholics. So
Sure.
my mother wanted to go the other way, and it was our house. We had to be perfect, and anything less than was a real problem. Yes, nice porno stash, Jamie's. So we were like, it was like a lot of being publicly shamed for doing nothing and stuff like that. I to this day have friends that were like, I was scared to come to your house because your mom was so mean.
Oh,
to you guys.
Well, you know how I know that your childhood was probably a little messed up? Because you're a comic.
Yes.
And you used humor to kind of deflect everything.
That's like, so apparently there's actually a word, I forget what it is, but it's like because it's generational trauma of, like, my mom had a I can't even compare my childhood to my mother's, because, like, I lived in a stable home. I had 2 parents that were married. I just was living with somebody that screamed. My first language was being screamed at. So
is that why you gravitated to Jamie Kaler?
I was going to say, wait, back up. Am I messing my kids up? Is that what you're telling me right now? Oh,
but
God.
when you yell, like, you probably don't, like, call them names. Like you probably don't. Do you call them names?
No.
You don't
I
say
mean,
like.
I say, you stupid idiot.
You
Can't
do.
you get...
Okay.
No,
Okay. Okay.
no, I would never do that. You H and you're an F bomb.
Yes.
I do
Yes.
that all the time because
I was like,
they're not a learner.
The most clear example was that I was once making macaroni and cheese. My friend Carrie was over. We sort of grew up together. I was making macaroni and cheese with her, and I was like, being silly or whatever, and I dropped the fork. And my mother was so enraged by the noise that the fork made and had been trying to nap on the couch because she had been working and called me a spaz. And my friend was like, what's happening right now? Because the fork fell. So it's just like, I don't know. That was the stuff. So I really have tried not to be that, but obviously something has happened with Neil that he feels like that's the worst thing in the world. So today I actually made us go to school late. I was like, we're going to be late today. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because I want you to see, we're not going to, it's not going to be trouble. And we, sure enough, got there late. I made us like 20 minutes late. We had to fill out the late slips. And I was like, what's the worst? What happened? Nothing. Now you get to walk to class by yourself. And I got a call from the superintendent, like the recorded message saying like, please don't be tardy. And I was like, how bad was that? That wasn't too bad, right? So I don't know if that helped, but we're working on it.
By the way, Jobo says, my dad put me through a wall once because my friends were jumping on my bed. LOL.
Yeah.
Jobo, I love you, but I feel like I'm not sure.
That's maybe not an LOL.
There's a lot to unpack there. I
just want to be very clear that there are probably people that are listening to me say it was kind of a tough time growing up.
Okay.
And I want to be very clear. I know that there are way worse scenarios to grow up in.
Can you do that with me? Because yes. I'm the guy in the morning. We're out the door in 2 minutes. It's a hard out. Yes. That's me every morning. Every morning.
That feels like merited. I just always felt like I was getting in trouble for dropping a fork. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not screaming at your kids for dropping a fork, are you? Kaylor?
No, I'm not. I swear to you, I'm not. But I'm trying to be honest about certain moments where I'm like, I've told you the story where they were fighting over who got the first crepe. And it takes 90 seconds to make a crepe.
Yes.
And we're literally hanging on to each other. And I took the crepe with my hand and I whipped it against the wall. And I said, nobody's getting crepes. And they were like, and I think I dropped some bombs. There was some bombs.
But that's also like, that actually is bad behavior on their part. Like they could actually look at that and say like,
not great behavior on my part, probably, but I was 100% really having a moment. Like every morning it is utter. They cut and I go, okay, you ready? They go, we're good. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. I go, okay. So we have 8 minutes. You have 8 minutes to do whatever you want. 8 minutes later, I'm like, all right, let's go. And they go, oh, I didn't pack snacks. I didn't brush my teeth. Oh, I got to get. I'm like, dude, you told me you were ready to go. Oh. And all of a sudden, I look up. They're like playing with stuff. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Every morning.
I don't think there's any family that's like, boy, getting out the door in the morning is my favorite part of the day.
I have a time thing, though. I have time anxiety. I always have. It's from my Navy days. So, I might have had it from when I was younger because my father was in the Navy. My brother was in the Navy.
But like you guys, there's no such thing as being late in the armed services. By the way, happy Veterans Day to you.
Thank you. I forgot about that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me serve. The problem is like when the ship would leave in the morning, like you'd have to be there. Yeah. Like it's like you're going to work, but if you're late, 1 minute late for work, the whole building moved. See it, you can't get on it.
Yes.
And you go straight to the brig. So there was always this so I always just went the night before and slept on the boat because I couldn't be like this all night long. Because if you overslept, you'd be in serious trouble.
Yeah.
So how do they punish that?
Go to the brig.
What's the brig?
It's unauthorized. It's the jail. It's unauthorized absence. You are missing.
So I couldn't have done. We're going to be late on purpose.
You are missing in action, I guess. No, you would be in serious. You'd be in serious trouble. It happened.
And so, how long were you in the brig? Like, what do they like?
Did you ever go to the brig?
No, God, no. But other guys did. Yeah, you'd get in serious trouble. Serious
what
trouble.
do they just, it's like a cell? Like, what do they
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, you'd go to the brig, and you'd probably be there until the ship got back. Sometimes they'd try to fly you up, but if the ship, like we went overseas, we left one morning, we left at like 6 a.m. from San Diego, and we went to the Philippines.
Yeah.
It was like 10 days to Hawaii. Then
Yeah.
it was like 2 weeks to the Philippines. And if you missed that ship's movement, you were in serious, serious trouble.
I didn't realize you guys really got off of the ship. I thought like 90% of the time was spent on the ship, and occasionally you were allowed to go
when you're
on
in
land.
port, you have an apartment and you will live.
Oh, you
in the
do?
city.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you'll have like you'd have duty, which blew because like you can't leave the ship unattended. You need to leave enough people on the ship so that at the drop of a hat, if you had to, that ship could go to war. Right.
Okay.
That's the premise of it.
Right.
Like if we're attacked, that ship, you can't go, hey, can everyone come back? When it's like a fire department. Like a skeleton crew has to maintain that ship. So it's called duty. And so
he said duty, Jason.
You did say duty.
So you'd be in maybe four groups. Sometimes you'd be port and starboard, which is just 2 groups, which meant 12 hours on, 12 hours off. I mean, it was painful. And so some Fridays, every 4th Friday, you would show up Friday for work at 6 a.m. and you wouldn't leave till Monday at like 6 p.m. because you had the weekend shift. And you couldn't leave the ship. You can't even leave to go to like the PX. You cannot leave the ship. You're on the ship.
And what do you do on the ship? Like, what was your duties?
What don't you do on the ship?
I was a combat assistance officer, so I don't know. You're cleaning and trying to you're basically prepping. You're prepping and you're learning about stuff. So you have all kinds of things you have to learn. You have to trace all the lines on the ship. You have to learn all the
Wait,
stuff
but Jamie, other question. So the way that you have your own apartment when you're at port, do you also have your own own place on the ship? Like, do you have your own bed on the ship?
I had a stateroom when I was a junior officer. When I first got to the ship, we were in the jungle, which was the JO jungle, the junior officer jungle. So there was I want to say there was 6 bunks in that room. It was a jungle. And then I got to a point, I had, oh my God, one time when we went overseas and I went on the Westpac, there were 3 bunks, 1, 2, 3, like the 3 Stooges, and 3 little desks in the room. And it was like a tiny room. And little stateroom up front. I mean, it was claustrophobic.
Were women? I'm not doing an age joke.
There's no
women in the Navy yet? No.
Yeah, no, they were in the Navy. They weren't on our ship. They were on LSTs. There were certain ships they could be on, carriers they could be on, but they weren't on.
Oh, you were not a carrier.
I was on a destroyer. No,
Well,
I know.
Dude,
did we get on this stuff, by the way? So here's my premise. I have a horrible time anxiety about we are wheels up in 4 minutes. Like I'm a clock watcher on time, and my kids they fight me on it tooth and nail.
It's my least favorite trait about myself is that I run late, and it's right. I wish I could.
I'm going to give you both a test. You ready?
Okay.
You know what's funny? Mulligan, you're going to get this because doing stand-up, you back in the day, I would run the room at O'Brien's or whatever, and people would be, I'd go, just do like 3 to 5 minutes, right?
Okay.
And they always go, dude, not a problem. 14 minutes later, you're like, get off the stage screaming at people. They go, oh, did I go long? Did I go? They have no concept. And also people who think, well, they go, I have a bit. And the bit should be 90 seconds. And the one bit is like 9 minutes long. And you're like, this is not good. So here's what I want to do. I want you to, don't look at a clock.
Okay.
I want you to tell a 1-minute story. I want you to, whatever the story is about, doesn't matter. Okay. But I want you to finish in just under 1 minute.
Okay. We should be blindfolded for this then, obviously.
Why? Can you see time?
Well, I just see
on the computer.
It's on my computer. It's on, you're like, we should. I love this. I love a game.
I love a game.
So I can move my mic in front.
This is called your concept of time game.
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay.
All right.
But also points off for going too short.
It doesn't matter whether you're short or long. I want you to see where a minute lies.
Okay.
All right.
Are you using a stopwatch?
I'm going to use a stopwatch. I'm going to start and stop it with a stopwatch. Cover your eyes.
Who's first? Me?
You're going first.
Okay.
You're already ready there, Carnett.
Do you know what the story is yet?
No.
I mean, we could trust you to keep your eyes shut, I feel like.
No, it's
There's
guys,
no
it's way-
honor amongst mulligans.
it's way sexier this way. Okay.
Everybody who's out there, keep
Oh, I'll tell you. I can tell you a story regarding the Navy. Okay.
All right, here we go. Here we go. You have 1 minute, and the clock is starting now.
When my parents, it was probably 2010, we went to Hawaii. My friend Kevin was stationed. So Dickie came with me. It was 2 years before we got married. My friend Kevin was stationed there. He had done Navy SEAL training, gone through a surgery to break his nose to fix an ear thing, because the only reason he couldn't be a SEAL was because he had hearing loss in one ear. The surgery didn't work. But anyway, this is a guy that I should have known better. He takes Dickie and I kayaking. We end up going kayaking to this tiny little island on the North Shore of Oahu. Take a hike. I'm in flip-flops. Take a hike along this island. And at some point, we are clutching to the side of this island, like scaling the side of it. And he's like, okay, this part's a little tricky. We had to basically, waves are crashing on this, like, basically we're just on a big rock. He's like, you just sort of have to wait and cross once the wave isn't crashing. And so, of course, I'm like, this is where I die. I'm not going to get married and nothing's going to happen. And like, so we had to sort of it was like sort of like double Dutch. We had to time it. We ended up living, but the bottom line is never hang out with anybody in the Navy. How'd I do?
Let me ask you, what do you think you're at?
I think I was over.
But what like, give me a time.
110.
118. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, Jason.
All right.
3 minutes on the clock.
Oh,
I want you to tell me what's going on with your kids being sick for the last week and a half.
Okay. How much time do I have to do? A minute?
3.
I do a 3 minute.
I want you
3
to land
minutes.
at 3 minutes. Should we only do a minute, Mulligan?
I mean, why did he get 3? I would have done.
I mean, is there enough material for 3? Sure. Do I want to do? Well, you guys choose. I'll do
the
either
difference. I want you to do 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
We should post the link and let some people in, because I have a sneaky, like, you've done stand up. You're pretty good with time. People have no concept of time. They'll be talking to you and you're like, they see the glaze in your eyes and they're like, have I been talking for 7 minutes? Yeah. You've been talking for 7 straight minutes.
I mean, the great thing about stand-up is you get the light, so you should know how long.
Actually, why don't we do this? You tell a story, and then you tell me how long it took.
Okay.
So here's what I want you to do. Tell me a story,
okay,
and then tell me
about
how
my
long
kids being
that
sick.
Story took. But you don't have a clock. You're not seeing a clock, right?
I have moved the microphone into that section, so I cannot see.
All right, you're on your honor.
Okay.
What, dude? 2 minutes narcolepsy's making me laugh. Dude, 2 minutes 17
You
seconds.
tell me.
Yeah, so you're a little bit better than I am.
All right, I'm going to lead you in with a question. Jason, I mean, I'm hearing horror stories about your kids over the last week. What has happened?
So, because we were locked away during COVID for a little longer than everybody else, we had longer times away from the human population than everybody else. And this year we decided that we would take our kids to their special needs preschool. And unfortunately, children are disgusting, disease-ridden creatures. And ours, who have their father's immune systems, for one, which is a lack of an immune system, and never being exposed to these things ever. Basically, we have been sick since the end of August. Every day, we never know what new horrible disease is coming our way. We just spent a week dealing with RSV. All week, none of our kids' fevers went under 99 without medical help.
Is that a nice bath?
Yeah. And then we all got better. And within 2 days, Jace was immediately hit with a stomach bug and began vomiting profusely, which he has now handed down to Logan. Dark Lord is a sitting duck that is coming for him at any time and time.
Okay. What do you think it was, Jason?
How long was that?
2:30.
1 minute and 28 seconds.
Are you kidding?
No, that's what I'm talking about. But it's funny because just doing stand-up for so long, I don't know. It makes me laugh.
Kayla,
What do you want me to do?
I want you to blindfold yourself.
When kidding my age,
Jason,
I can barely
okay,
see anything.
Kayla, just hear me out. Just like it's gonna feel a little weird, but this is what I want you to do. I want you to leave the room. I want you to find your dress whites. I want you to put them on. I want you to come back.
I tried for Halloween. They don't fit.
Oh, just whatever. Like then leave it unbuttoned a little.
I did, and I was gonna go as like
Maverick.
old fat Maverick, and it just didn't go well.
Oh my God. Just okay. So, yeah. Okay. So that's the first part is you're going to put your dress whites on and then blindfold yourself and then say the following line. You're coming to the brig with me. Okay. Just, it's a weird
You're
thing.
coming to the brig with me, sucker.
Okay. You have to, yeah.
The whole
So
purpose of this was that my kids have no concept of, I literally count down in the morning. 4 minutes.
I'm surprised Jason's was that short. I have no concept of time.
So I always tend to try to go under the time than over because I know how much they hate it.
Also, the way you were speaking, I could tell that in your mind you were trying to keep time.
I was definitely trying to keep time.
And then my child said something that was in the back of your head. You're like, one Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
And obviously, I'm not very good at it because I was 30 seconds too short.
I'm pretty good at voiceover because I can the thing with a voiceover is it's supposed to be 30 or a 60-second spot, but you see the copy, and in your brain sometimes you're like, I got to go super fast.
Well, this is what I want to do then. Do you have a book by you?
No.
I
have some sides. Want to hear some sides? No,
is it going to be a problem to read the sides?
No, I don't want to read sides.
Okay,
I'll tell a story. I'll tell a story if you want.
I was going to say, I want you to read like a paragraph, and I want it to be a minute exactly. That's what I want. Is for you to read.
I'll talk for 1 minute. I'll talk for 1 minute,
right, hold on,
and I'll leave it at that. We can talk together. I won't even look at the clock. I'll tell you when a minute's up. Okay. You tell me go.
Go.
All right. So, Hannah, this is a conversation I never thought I was going to have with a child. We were at a swim meet all day Sunday because even though my kids are 18 months apart, they are. Now I'm keeping time in the back.
I can tell, yeah.
No, it's so painful. My kids are because they're 18 months apart. One is in the morning session, so she has to be there at 7:30 to noon, and then Hannah's in the late session that goes from noon till 5. So we got there at 7:30 and left at 5. Hannah, by the end of the day, her lips are like bleeding, chapped. And I go, let me put some chapstick. She's like, no. I go, no, this is gonna help you. No, I had to hold her down in a headlock, take her arms, put them between my legs, and hold her. And then if you'd have told me ever in my entire life that I would have to hold a child to put chapstick on her lips, even though they're cracked and bleeding and obviously super painful, then I would have said that's insanity. 1 minute.
1 minute and 9 seconds.
Okay. Close.
It was close. It was closer than my minute.
It was close.
Way closer than me.
She isn't that crazy though? Did you ever think she won't? The whole toothbrush.
What is it about the chapstick?
Didn't like the way it feels, and so I tried to put Aquaphor on. She's the same with sunscreen. Like I don't know what it is with sunscreen, man.
It must be a texture thing.
And she's a ginger. It's like, dude, I don't know what to tell you.
Sunscreen's her.
Oh, is narcolepsy keeping time for me?
I think he was trying to throw you off from counting.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah,
I have a pretty good sense of a minute. I think. That's at least what my wife tells me. She knows exactly 1 minute. My wife knows exactly. She goes up 1 minute and ding. We keep a little bell next to the bed. It's one of those little like ding. Yeah. For somebody who's like, I'm an anal Virgo, man. I really even today, my wife and I are kind of fighting about stuff. She's kind of redecorating the house a little bit, and she's like buying all this like knickknacks And she's like, and she's so excited about it. And she's like, "What do you think of this knickknack?" And I wish I was a better actor and I could go, "Oh, it's so good. I'm loving it." And the tag, I mean, she never finishes it either. Like she puts it up and then she walks away, and the tag, like one of the tags has been hanging on it for 3 days. And I don't want to say anything. I'm like, "Hey, you gonna take that tag off that thing?"
When you
It's
say
just
knickknacks,
Wait,
mindless.
why would you not say the tag thing? Because like I feel like that would be like your wheelhouse. You
All the
would have.
time. There's a rack in our bathroom that never even gets used. It's over by the tub, and it's like one of those, I don't know, some rack from, I don't know, West Elm or something or other, and that's still got the tag on it. It's like a year ago.
What's the point of the rack? Is it to like hang towels or?
This one sits. I should take a photo of it. There's literally nothing on it. I think there's a loofah on it that never gets used or something or other. I don't know.
Also blessed for having enough floor space in a bathroom for a rack.
Yeah, actually, that bathroom's pretty big.
We have a
We're both not. This is why we get along so well. We're both not like decorators. I'm not. I lived in a rent-controlled apartment by myself till I got married, like deep into my 40s. I was in a 1-bedroom. That was like, I didn't hang pictures on a wall. Like, I'm not that guy. I don't hang pictures on a wall except for this, I guess.
Wait, what was it, Jamie?
Oh, we don't have any we don't have any family photos. We don't have that, down the stairs where everyone's got their Sears photos of like them on a beach. We don't have that. We have
we don't either, but that's mainly because we don't have stairs.
We don't have photos hanging up, and so my wife sometimes gets she wants that, so she buys a pillow that says family and puts it on by the kitchen chair, and everyone's like, "Oh, great!" So we're okay. I wasn't sure, but now I know we're a family. I was confused. I didn't until the pillow came in the place that said family. I didn't get that we were all connected, but now I know
This
we're
is
a
a
family.
bit.
I guess that should be a bit, right? I should write that as a bit.
That was really good.
Pretty funny. I'll take a photo of the family pillow.
Oh,
because the kids, so it's set. We have a little like I had a diner booth put in when not a diner booth.
Oh yeah,
we put the little booth in. Yeah, it has a table or whatever. And so the family pillow was there. And then even though I would hand the kid paper towels for napkins, but they would like eat whatever, anything, fried chicken, hands like in pasta, and then just reach over to the family pillow and just wipe their hands on the family pillow. And I go, "That's family. There's family for you. That's the family pillow."
We have a family bench that way that they use as basically a permanently upholstered dish rag.
It's funny. I consistently like what you're both speaking to. Like, I consistently want my house to be nicer than it is, and like we bought the dining room set of the people that lived in this house before us. They're like, "We're selling this. Do you guys just want us to leave it here? Well, you can buy it from us." I'm like, "Yeah, it's great." And it was like this lovely set, and she had upholstered all these chairs, and my boys destroyed them. And I was like, I'm just so sick of looking at that. Do you know what we did? And I was like, "Oh, what about this? What about this?" And then we decided, you know what? We've got 8 more years of living in a shithole.
Yeah.
Let's buy the cheapest chairs we can. We went to IKEA, and we've got covers. They're chair covers that go over the chairs that Velcro on, and I can wash them. And then I don't have to feel shitty about how dirty everything is because I can take them off and wash them. So
we have one couch. We have one couch in the living room that we bought before kids, and it is from Room and Board, and it is white leather, and it is a great, like, if you don't have kids, this would be the couch.
But I feel like leather's good for kids in general. Am I wrong?
Well, it's easy to wipe down for sure.
Anne did poop on it. She pooped straight on it, and everything's been on it. We wiped it off. Yeah, it's actually okay. It's taken some beating. But we also have, in like the TV room, we have an IKEA couch.
Yep.
That you pull the stuff off and it washes and actually that couch is way more comfortable than the stupid Room and Board couch by a long shot.
Yeah.
It hasn't even close.
Get that couch a slipcover that says couch. Says Narcolepsy 27.
Family couch. Everybody's loving the porn. So the porn stash, what's the vote on the porn stash?
Yes.
Well, here's the deal. It's not a porn stash. It's cop stash.
Cop stash.
It's going to be a cop stash.
Also, yes.
I might
be doing some cop work.
Are you going to be doing cop work with Carlos Alazraki?
No, I would love to, though.
Oh, I was like, are you going to be on Reno?
Oh, I would love to be on Reno. No.
Is this business or personal cop work?
Yeah.
I'm a private, I guess. I should tell you. I'm a private dick. I'm getting in the biz. And,
I was gonna say male stripper, but sure.
Oh my God, you guys.
not a lot of redheaded male strippers, buddy. Can you imagine?
I don't
that?
know. I don't ever get
Yeah,
male
look at
strippers.
him. Look at him. Oh, don't do that. No. Oh God, no. Cover that up. Somebody tackle that guy.
Ladies, I got you each a pair of sunglasses. You're gonna need it for his white body. His white body. Put them on. Here come off the clothes.
I used to do a bit about, even if I was Mr. Olympia, people would be like, dude, put your shirt back on. You're burning my ass. I can't take it anymore. But seriously, with the chapstick. Oh, so this weekend I coached two soccer games. Playoffs start this weekend. So we had to go. We did practice tonight. Claire's trying out for a club team.
Oh, how did that go?
Good. She has to go back tomorrow.
Wait, I watched one of them dribbling up the field. Was that Hannah?
Yeah,
she's good.
At times, yeah, she can be good. It's so funny. We had to run sprints. It's like during the game, I was like, why don't you run hard during the game? And she's like, oh, that's as hard as I can run. And then, of course, today she does sprints and you're like, she blows kids away. And I'm like, you're super fast, dude. But in games, they don't play. I always say, today, do me a favor, play with reckless abandon. And then they still play a little tentative. But there are kids. You see kids on other teams where you're like, do you see that? What that kid's doing? Play like that. The kids
I want you to play like I lived my life in my 30s with reckless abandon. I want you to fuck that ball up and down the field.
Hey. He's got to edit now.
Really?
Susie Potty Mouth. Cut it.
Really? Kaylor, you're the one that was swearing all last week. Jason.
He did.
Thank you. He goes, no.
I have seen the error of my ways. Did I swear last week?
Yeah, bro.
What was I swearing about?
It was just you talking.
Yeah, it's just your normal run-of-the-mill Jamie-isms.
Hey, Cam wants to pop in.
Okay.
Can you hit him with it? We'll time him. He's the worst with time.
No, dude, do you remember when we timed him once before? He
nailed it right on 90 seconds?
Yes, he was like 3 seconds
Let me ask you.
This is a game you guys have played before?
Were any of his sentences, did he put them together in any way that was understandable?
No.
No, okay. All right. Well, let's try it again. We'll give him one more shot.
No, he did the 90. We used to do this thing called 90-second rant. Where you get 90 seconds.
He was our first guy who did a 90-second rant. We'll do it again. And literally we got to stop him at exactly 9. We're going to give him 90 seconds and see what he can do.
And then we just drop him right out of the stream.
Oh, out. Gone.
I like that.
Out of the ether. So but I think we gave him like a 15-second heads up. But today we won't. We'll just say 90 seconds pure and clean.
Oh, no. During his thing, you didn't give him heads up. He literally ended 3 seconds early.
Why is everybody so bad with time?
No. Some people just don't care about like.
How can I not care about time? If I'm late for something, it hurts me inside.
Okay, real question. Do you feel that way about kids' birthday parties? Do you feel like you have to be there? If the birthday party, so we had the birthday party for James this weekend from 1 to 3. Do you really feel like you have to be at my house at 1? Because I was shocked when people were there right at 1. I'm like, I wasn't ready for you.
And there's always the one ass bag that shows up 15 minutes early before the party.
Yeah,
I have done, by the way.
You're on time even for a kid's birthday party.
No, so I have reached that's the one vein I can do. I can show up late for. I can show up late for a birthday party. I mean, even in my bid, I talk about the fact that you should just, you show up like an hour into it just before they start cutting the cake and just start talking about, we were in the emergency room. You're lucky we're even here. Are you cutting the cake? You're cutting it now? And then as soon as they cut the cake, go, we got to run. That was it.
See, the big thing here right now is like event birthday parties where like they're roller skating or they're bowling and you have to be there right at the thing. Like, your kid
I understand
flips
that.
out if you're not.
That one I get. And we are typically.
Mine was just at my house. Mine was just like, you're coming to my house. You're going to play a bunch of carnival games. You're going to get to come to my prize table at the end of it. And like,
sounds creepy,
I was like,
honestly.
I feel like you
carnival
probably make a pretty impressive prize table.
I had the best prize table. Jamie, your girls would have gone crazy.
They didn't get invited. Why weren't my kids invited?
No, I know they weren't invited because they're not friends with my 5-year-old, my soon-to-be 5-year-old. I invited them to Neil's. You guys didn't come though.
Let's see what Joe Strummer has to say today with his mohawk. He's terrifying, by the way. This is going to be interesting.
Oh, Cam.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Can y'all hear me?
I don't.
Do you have a
You're
wonderful
not in the
story to
Lego
tell us?
room. Oh, sorry.
No.
Let me hear your voice on this thing, although
Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah.
Stay a little closer to the mic.
I mean,
90
it's my headset,
seconds on the
so-
clock. Let me get my
Right.
let me get my 90 seconds on the clock. Here we go.
All right.
90 seconds, bro. You got a good. This is good.
I mean, it's my week, man. Like you were talking about soccer. I got Sully in soccer right now, so he's been playing.
All right, hold on. That's 4 seconds. Don't mess time. Here we go. And I hear you and your kids are playing some soccer these days.
Yes. We're playing soccer. Wait, hold on. What did you do to me? I'm thrown.
I started the clock. I'm not sure if you know how time works. I set you up
Yeah,
and then
I
I
did.
started the clock, but it felt like
Okay.
you. No. What are
I'm
we doing?
sorry.
I'm going to go back. I'm going to read back. Hey, Cam, thanks for joining us. Our special guest, Cam's here tonight. Cam Mixon, he's going to talk about his kids. I'm never late to anything. Bye, says Jobo. I'm either on time or I don't show up. I don't show up at all. That's actually true. I'm either the guy who's 5 minutes early or I'm never coming. Cam, tell me about your kids in soccer.
Oh man, Sully is on a. He's not on a club team or anything. He's doing youth, so they don't score it or anything. I mean, everybody else scores it, but like, who cares? Like, they won their first game and it was fantastic. And every other week he has beat himself up over it. And he's gotten a little better every week. And it's just, he does what they all do, which is they just form this big kid pile. And it looks almost like they're playing rugby. And one of them gets it out, and then somehow one of them gets a goal. And it's always the other team that somehow does it. So I've been working with him because he wants to score. And I've taught him, all you do is just kick it up, and then you get it up the field. And then that's how you get the goals, because you pass it up and you just stay back on defense. And you can do anything you want. You can charge at them like a bull. And, you know, as long as the ref doesn't see it, then you can do it. And he's had so much fun, and he got to this last game and he held the line. That team did not score until they took him off the field, and then they scored 3 times and he got furious. And I had to like pick him up and, you know, carry him to the deeper side end, because he was just so distraught over those. And I'm just sitting here like, do I want to keep doing this? And I still do, because I love soccer and I love hanging out with him, but like, I just don't want him to have that kind of hit anymore. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Oh, what time? Look at that. He made it under time, didn't he?
That was perfect. Right at
He
one.
did it
He was
last
at
time.
127. We'll bring him
just
back
had-
in now. Dude.
You're
He has
perfect.
an internet metronome that he just
Great
keeps
time.
that time.
Great all.
Cam, were you in the services?
No.
Did you? No. Wow.
He was in the punk service.
Hey.
Even the Mohawk for a little while. I like that. Hey, what's funny, dude? So they had to pull him out because everybody has to play, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, they like every week they had people playing in different positions. So like his whole thing, when the first week they're like, okay, you 4 kids, you're just on this block of the field. Don't cross this center line. And now where we are, like Sully is like, okay, look, you don't go into the 30-yard, or you don't go into like the 6-yard box at all. And then you stay at the edge of the 15, and then you just basically play this area. And starting last game, I was like, you can pass this blue line. You can run up to push the ball, but I don't want you going to, once you get to that blue line, you need to be slowing off and passing off. And he's at this point where he's just like, yeah, cool, I got that. And if
You know
he
what I
keeps
think?
with it, awesome. If he doesn't, he doesn't, because Miles is just like, when he gets on my 3-year-old, he just wants to grab the ball and dribble. And he's a regular Messi at this point.
Please,
So I'm
men's
stoked for
national
that.
team. I cannot. He's already got a spot on the men's national team. Here's what we should do at that age, like with little kids, right? My daughter's 7, so when they're like 6, here's what you should do, so that they learn positions. You put a spike into the ground in different spots, and then you give the kid
Like
like
a
10
dog
yards
leash.
and a
Yeah.
leash, a dog leash
Yeah.
around their neck.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be neck. That could be dangerous. Maybe around your waist, something a little safer. And
It's
then
important to make sure it's the training one that has little spikes, though, because it doesn't need to
exactly.
be.
Or
you really want to keep them.
you could do one of those electric fences where
Yes.
it zaps
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not
Yeah.
going to kill them, but yeah, they're going to get a good electrocuted
Yeah.
zap if they go out of their area. which they
It's not going
should.
to kill them, but it's going to remind them to stay where they're supposed to be.
That's right. To go,
What we
hey,
did here.
hey, buddy, just so you know, you're on defense, Chief. Stop cheating up. And they get zapped. Hey, really quick, before we let you go, though, I want to hear what you have to think about Jason's leather baseball cap, black leather baseball cap. What are your thoughts on
With
that?
this? Why you can't let it go?
Like, I don't know what's going on, but you are just a white Bobby Brown with it on. I just cannot get past it.
That's what I was
That's his prerogative.
Yeah.
I mean, let me ask you. You walk into a store, all kinds of baseball hats. Just your favorite teams, maybe, something with a catchy slogan, like, keep on trucking, something cool. And you go, you know what? Plain black leather. What does that tell you?
You're really having a hard time with this, Cam?
Oh, he was talking. He was hitting on me before the show.
I was gonna say it's like leather's their brand. It is the Gowan's brand over there.
It just looks like the world's most confusing entry into BDSM.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, say you hired like a dude dominatrix off of like Craigslist. That's who shows up. Do you feel that way?
You've got a
lot of work. That doesn't feel like
a leather daddy.
Says the dude who didn't just shave it into a mohawk once and let it grow, and he shaved it into a mohawk and said, "No, I'm keeping this. This is the new me." Just
can you put two googly eyes on the front of it so it looks like a little character, like a Muppet character?
I will sometime. I'll put some on there.
By the way, Jobo says, "Trust me, it can be much weirder introductions into BDSM."
I guess.
Jamie, after everything you know about my wife and you the hat.
That's what I'm saying. It all, to me, it really tracks.
The hat tracks.
Oh yeah.
How?
You saw. All I saw Melissa in was leather pants.
Oh, that's true. Okay. You know what? All right, I stand corrected, sir. I stand corrected.
Look, I gotta stay on. I gotta toe the line here.
Yeah, you got a brand. They have to,
we got to let Cam go. Cam, you are. How's the dad thing? Everybody cool?
We're doing, man. Yeah,
you seem better. You see me hanging on. I love bringing you on because everyone who's watching is like, "Oh my god, this is insanity."
Cam, before you go, real quick, what's the number one Lego set you're hoping to get for Christmas this year?
Oh man, that ATTE really. That's the one.
It's really good.
Well, I mean,
I still have to pony up the money. He designed the entire Tacoma FD stage.
I'm still working on the police. I'm working on the fire station.
See that, Mulligan?
I think I did, but I wasn't allowed to say anything. I didn't know if Jamie knew yet.
No, yeah, that was a while back. No,
I published those. I still have to pony up to build the stupid thing, but it was like me on the steel drums. Dude, with the cast from Tacoma FD.
Yeah, I got it. I think it's a few lines down on my Instagram.
It was honestly one of the greatest gifts I've ever been given. I was like, holy cow, dude, this is amazing. Yeah, it was really cool. Tell people what you do. Like I didn't even know that existed. You online, you can build a virtual Lego set of anything you want.
So what I do is I design Lego sets. What I'm doing right now is I'm doing primarily Star Wars sets. What they're running with Andor, I've gone on with The Mandalorian, done stuff with Obi-Wan. But I use a program, and it's called stud.io. And
that's where I got this hat.
Yeah, really? No, but seriously, listen. It's a design program. And it's basically like playing with Legos in a digital format. And you just sit
here with a Lego black leather hat.
Yeah. I don't want to.
How are we not selling black leather hat on our merch page?
Because our merch doesn't sell. Hey, what? Sorry. Go ahead.
What was the logo? What would we put on the logo?
Well, it has
what
to be
would the logo say on the black leather hat?
Leads to twins.
Leads to twins.
Yeah.
Breaking the law.
Surgeon General's warning may lead to twins.
Jamie, have you seen the guest that's in the green room?
I did. I absolutely did. All right. Dude, Cam, thank you for jumping
Cam,
in. And your
thank
sense
you,
of
Lego
time is on
Master.
point, sir. We love
Yeah,
you. Hope the
absolutely.
fam's good. We'll talk soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of.
That's funny.
I can't see who's in the green room.
Oh, you will. You know him.
Is it one of my people?
You love him.
He's everybody's people. Is he at the bar?
Is it Jobo? It's
Of course I'm at the bar.
Go
Trevor.
sideways. Hey, go horizontal.
Turn it
T-Pack.
sideways, Trevor.
Trevor, horizontal.
I'm technologically challenged. I'm sorry.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you guys doing? Is that better?
It's Trevor. You guys, it's the Trevor.
Ah,
So
Kate,
for
I
those
love
of you
you
who don't know, who are watching this show, like, what the heck? How inside is this show? This is our local bartender for our show in Sayre, Pennsylvania, and he's the show's bartender, Trevor. And
I'm certainly not the technological expert. That's for sure.
but Trevor doesn't have any children, so he can sit at a bar and have cocktails for the rest of the night. And he's never got that cocktail, Trevor, said Stephanie.
I mean, I got to be honest. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Wait, are you drinking the Voodoo Ranger Atomic Pumpkin right now?
No, I'm drinking the Voodoo Ranger Juice Force.
Oh, okay. Because that Atomic Pumpkin is it, man. It's
Oh,
a
this stuff is
spicy.
fire.
It's like a spicy pumpkin.
You know what we
good
should
stuff.
do? Here's what we should do. Let's talk. Let's talk about our weekends. Really quick. I know I was at a swim meet for 12 hours and I was at soccer games for several hours. Mulligan, you did a kid's birthday party.
Yes.
All kids all weekend, pretty much, right?
Yeah. Although because Dickie's been working so much all week, he said to me on Sunday after we came back from another kid's birthday party, I had thrown the birthday party on Saturday. He was like, "Hey, you get out of here. Go do your own thing." And so I basically just took a really long nap and played video games in my bedroom.
What are you
man.
playing?
What
right
video
now?
game?
I'm still playing
Are you in
Dreamlight Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we're supposed to
Okay.
get the ability to go to each other's places soon.
Oh, but they're all going to look the same.
Not mine. Mine looks like a bomb went off.
But also, I mean, I guess we do get to pick where the people's houses go.
Yeah.
But like my house is in the same house that is going to be the same house that yours is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
No idea what you guys are talking about. But
Yeah.
and Jason,
Me
I
either.
know you had sick kids
Sick
all
kids
weekend.
all weekend, and then I did stand up Friday night. I did a stand up show.
How'd it go?
So you did a show, which was
Really well.
fun away from your kids. But you basically took care of kids for the whole weekend.
Yes.
Okay, really quick.
Gotcha.
So
I
we
got
know
in trouble because I came home at 4 a.m. After going to visit Trevor.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
and that's. Let's talk about that. So Trevor doesn't have any kids. Trevor, talk all the
What was
parents who are listening to this. Talk them through your weekend, like literally the minutia of each moment and what you chose to do and why you chose to do that.
I very
let's
much
start
look
Friday
forward
night.
to this.
Start
Well,
Friday night.
well, how about this? We'll start with Sunday and end it at the climax and then walk it back.
Wow.
First of all, the three of us haven't heard the word climax since our kids were born. So I have fun.
That's the
Talk
best
about
part.
that.
Well, you left that awesome scotch, and I introduced.
Not for you, by the
Jason.
way.
Well,
I couldn't
didn't
fly with an
ask
open
for it.
bottle of Bunnahabhain, so I left it in Jason's protective hands, not knowing that you would sneak in and drink it on me.
Sir, I did not ask him to reverse Trevor me. He reverse Trevored me all on his own. I wouldn't do such a disrespectful thing.
I owed him.
Dude,
All right.
I'm talking,
My
he
Bunnahabhain
poured me
is
a
your
glass
Bunnahabhain.
about like that.
No. Let's go back. Let's go back to Friday. I mean,
All right,
obviously, let's start Friday morning. You wake up. What happens?
Let me think about that one. Probably went to the Grumpy Grizzly and had breakfast. That would be my
No,
guess.
I can verify you did do that.
So
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
you're right.
casually, you made a
All my
choice
days.
by yourself. Nobody else was involved. And you said, you know what? I'm going to go to this place and just have breakfast. I used to do that. I used to go to Jinkies in Santa Monica. It sounds great. That was so the morning's already
Santa
fantastic.
Monica sounds fun.
Yeah, that
I
was
mean-
fun. So you finish
So,
at the Grumpy Grizzly. Do you eat by yourself? Were you by yourself?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
Mr.
we-
Goins. Mr. Goins.
Oh, you guys
was
had
there.
breakfast together.
We're breakfast buds.
Okay.
We're brunch pals.
I
For
like the
brunch.
sound of that.
We're the
What
brunch
happened
bunch.
after breakfast?
After breakfast, I went and got ready for work and went to work. Expected a pretty quiet evening. So I said, I got to dip out about 45 minutes so I can go to this fine gentleman's comedy show. And I ended up being super busy and not able to go. Standing room only type of stuff. And they came back after. And we had cocktails in the ghost room, and it was 4 a.m. Next I knew.
That happens. Okay, so then 4 a.m., Jason wakes up horribly with 2 sick children, has a miserable Saturday. You're obviously a little banged up, but you're by yourself, so you wake up Saturday, and talk us through Saturday.
Saturday. What did I do Saturday? Well, I had to stay at my mom and dad's Friday night, and then they were out of town, so I had to watch their kids, their dogs.
Dogs aren't kids, just so we're all on the same page.
Not at all, but to grandparents, they kind of are a little bit, just a touch.
No, they're not at all. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm so sorry. Anyone out there who loves your dogs, I get it. We all love our dogs.
They're not kids, though.
They're not
You're
kids.
right.
You can put a bowl of food out. They also can't call the police on you or social services. So there's a lot of differences.
They're getting pretty close, Jamie, to being able to.
Yes, they could mentally. There's probably a button that Elon Musk is making. That
Soon there'll be an app for that.
Yeah, there'll be an app, that dog app.
Make this right bark frequency. We got this. So then Saturday I went to work. Kind of got a little busy again, so I was just shot when I was done. And I was like, you know what? I want to have a fire. Like, I had it in my head I was going to have a fire. My happy place is the fire pit my brother and I built at my parents' house. So I was like, whatever. I mean, it was raining a little bit, pretty dark out. Might almost chop my foot off with an axe.
Which is weird. Jason told me about this, which is funny. So you almost cut your foot off with an axe.
Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do.
A lot of people, you know what? A lot of people don't know is that you own a company, an axe throwing company, where you go to people and
this one.
You do, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I guess there's no reason to beat this into the ground because you made choices to do what you wanted to do at every turn over the weekend.
Exactly. That's the best part.
Yeah, that is the best part. There's yeah.
Man, my mom comes up to me at my 16th birthday and is like, I've never been one to like really ask for anything or like what I want for a present or gift or whatever. And she's like, 16's a big deal. Just tell us what you want. We'll get it for you. Like, obviously we're not going to get you a Mercedes, but something big. My first response was, get me fixed. So
no.
Yeah, did you know that? I knew this story.
I did know this story.
Tell Mulligan this story, Trevor.
Did you actually get a vasectomy at age 16?
No.
Oh.
No, she literally laughed at me, thought I was joking. So, like, I've asked for it every birthday since I turned 16.
Trevor, I'm pretty sure at this point you can just go on your own.
Yeah, you know how it works. You don't over the age of 30, you don't need your mother's approval. You know how that works?
Well, I tell you what, I won't go to the hospital when I almost hacked my foot off. You really think I'm going to go to get a vasectomy?
Wait, did axe make foot contact, or was it just like, wow, that was really in the same direction?
No, I made contact. Made full on contact.
And cut. You need stitches, I think, don't you?
I probably definitely needed stitches.
He needs help.
You know what?
And he won't go, and I've been trying to get him to go.
You just tape it together. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I butterflied it. I wrapped it.
With his mom? No way. Randy graduated with your mom. Let's start a GoFundMe.
Yes, you need it. You need it.
Wait, I'm so confused. What part of your foot? The top of your foot?
Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah,
Sure.
actually.
Yeah. Actually, let's see it.
Give me a second. I got this thing wrapped up like it's on lock.
I always laugh when I talk to people without kids, and I'm like, they never really remember what they did for the weekend, right?
I don't know if you saw Stephanie Hansen, who's our resident orchestra teacher, went and actually saw John Williams conduct this weekend in Ohio.
Oh, that's funny.
Awesome. I saw that she posted that.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I would love to see him.
I would put money on her crying. Yep, there. I may have had to change my pants during it.
Yeah.
Like-
dun, 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 dun. Yeah,
And
it's
he played all of the songs. Like he played E.T., Indiana Jones, Star Wars. He did it all.
Jurassic Park,
dun,
probably.
dun, 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 dun.
Also,
All the
I
Anytime I
can't-
talk to people, we've done this before. We had Matt Knutson on, who doesn't have kids, and he'd be like, "Oh, Jamie, man, we went to the airport and we got on a plane and went to Seattle. No reason, just was there." And I was like, "Wait," he goes, "They have an underground city. Did you know that?" And I was like, "Dude." But it's funny talking. Anytime you talk to people without kids, they're like, I don't know what I did. Because I know what happened. You woke up. Here's what it used to happen before I had kids. I'd wake up, hungover, probably watch some football games or something. All of a sudden, it's like 3 p.m, and then I'd fire it up again. And then Monday would come around. I'd like, oh yeah, I guess the weekend. It's not like that anymore.
every night's Friday night for me, man. So it's
I
like,
know it is, buddy. I know.
that's how I felt during the pandemic. So
You're like
it's
Morrissey.
a
Every
great
day is like Sunday.
okay,
that's
so
where it wasn't really a big deal for me.
So first of all, I'm gonna believe that your mother doesn't know this happened to your foot.
Oh, she does, but
She
32
can't make
years
you go?
old. No one's gonna make me go. I tried to
Ugh.
heat up a knife and cauterize it.
I can verify that.
That was my first thought.
Did you
Well,
try
that's why
the
you
super
started
glue?
the fire.
What's that?
And did you try super glue yet? That's another thing people do.
No, I just used. I just kind of cleaned it out.
Okay.
And
And
How-
cauterizing would help. I mean, if you had they always do that where they take the knife, they pull the arrow out or whatever, then take the
Oh, yeah.
knife, put it in the fire, and then cauterize the wound.
Well, what I wanted to do, like for irony's sake, is I wanted to heat the axe blade up and cauterize it with that.
Yeah, I don't
Well, since-
know how I
since-
feel about that.
It probably
Well,
wouldn't
since
go well.
Since you're practicing medicine from the 1600s, did you try leeches or did you,
Yeah.
to get,
It was a little
about-
chilly
I got
out.
some
but-
snake
give up a
oil.
blood? Give up a pint of blood or something. Make
Yeah,
yourself
I
feel
got some
better.
Or
snake
take
oil
just
if
a
you
metal rod and stick it up to your nose and
Yeah.
scramble the brain. I
Yep.
heard it really helps
Yep.
with the pain. Just really
Takes
does
the
take
pain
edge
right
off.
away.
Yes,
No big
takes the
deal.
edge right off.
Cupping?
No, if it was honest to God that bad, like I would have gone to the hospital. It was just really painful because of where it's at. Like bad. Like it hurt. I
Let
couldn't
me
move
see
without
where
it.
it is. Can we see it yet?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
I'm not sure I can. I don't know if I want to. Oh, it's on the outside of your foot.
There's a Band-Aid on it. I
No,
forgot
don't
I
take
put
the
it up
band.
there.
Don't
No,
take it
don't
off. Don't take it off.
the
It's fine. It's
band-
fine. It's fine.
No, take the band-aid off. No, take
Wait.
the band.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out. And you're sure you didn't cut through your Achilles back there?
I am positive I didn't cut through the Achilles.
Okay.
I've tried to
Well,
do
I
that
don't know if you
before.
know how the Achilles works, but I'm pretty sure if it's cut, you're gonna know it. You're gonna know it pretty quickly.
I gotta tell you,
It's,
I don't
it's
know.
gonna flop
Hey,
around.
Kaylor, I know how the Achilles works. I'm not sure if you know how Trevor works. Okay,
I
I'm
know
pretty
how
sure
Trevor
if anybody could ignore an Achilles being snapped, it would be this guy.
He is.
God, you
and
know me
I have
so
seen
well,
him
Kate.
like 3 times since it happens. He is acting like nothing's wrong. He is barely walking, and he's like, "Hey, man, how you doing? I'm good. Things are good. Everything's good. Everything's
Hey,
great."
don't
Yeah.
let it beat you.
Actually, dude, I would love to see you cauterize it.
When we doing it, let's sell tickets.
Fire it up.
Jamie,
Just
you'll
hold it over an
appreciate
open
this.
flame
I
for a
can't
while
do
and
it
just
here.
jack this
Uh,
thing. Man.
My wife compared Trevor and I to Johnny Drama and Turtle.
Ah,
Yeah, I can see that actually.
Thunderdome shot.
In Papillon,
Shots
they
fired.
do it. He in Papillon, he has a compound fracture. Dustin Hoffman and Steve McQueen. They put maggots on it for a little bit to help get rid of the gangrene, and then he takes a knife and heats it and cauterizes the wound on a boat.
That's pretty badass, though.
Yeah, that's
Like,
pretty badass.
I don't think I like to think I'm that much of a badass. I'm not that much of a badass. I don't think.
Could you? It's like when guys in college get branded. In
That's
the
stupid.
fraternity, they
Why
brand
would
their
you do
arm.
that?
it's like when women in that sex cult got branded by Keith.
They
The,
Richards.
did
the one
get
with the girl
branded.
from Smallville?
Was that Nexium? Nexium.
Yeah, Nexium. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Val, yeah.
It sucks too. They got broken up because I was just about to get into that cult. I had.
Oh,
some
I feel like
connections.
you would have.
I was on the wait list. I was totally on the wait list.
You would have had the scarf, like the right colored scarf, right away.
I was totally in. I forget what their main crux was, but see, it seemed Seemed fun. It
seemed
seemed
like
way
a
more
lot.
fun like David Koresh. Like
Dude,
that
you were
kind of
gonna
Oh.
realize your full potential.
I really was gonna.
Mm.
Although with Paul Haggis and Danny Masterson, maybe the Scientology thing wasn't the way to get work in Hollywood.
Ugh.
Okay. Next subject.
No, I was gonna say the Paul Haggis thing bums me out.
This is why I got married, so I wouldn't have age. Now she's just killing slowly. I hear my kids. It's 8:00. We talked about beforehand. I said by 7:15 we're in bed reading. Oh yeah, Dad, that's not going to be a problem. That's not going to be a problem. 7:15. We got it. We're in.
Yeah.
You're screaming out there right now. The Vow is wild. Season 2. So it is The Vow. The Vow was I saw the first one. So this is the sequel, right?
This is I haven't started the second one yet because I just got into Love is Blind. I had to go back and watch all of those. I'm in the second season now. You guys know about this show?
No, I'm in.
Speaking of single people,
I'm doing The Good Nurse.
Okay,
That's where I am right now.
But wow,
The Good Nurse.
Trevor, why do I feel like you should go on Love is Blind? Do you know the premise?
I have no freaking clue what it is.
You have to decide if you're going to marry somebody without ever seeing them. You just talk to them.
Hell no. Absolutely.
Let me ask you this, Trevor. This is an honest question. Knowing you and the way you make choices, would it be better if someone else chose for you? Like sometimes I think in other countries, here's what's crazy. So where is it where India where they have arranged marriages, right?
Certain religions there do. Yes, but not all of India does that.
No, sure. And I'm not that guy. Yes, I get that. But here's the funny thing. Out of arranged marriages, less divorce than the people who chose.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I believe that, except for I'm pretty sure House of the Dragon is a historical documentary, and that would say that arranged marriages are not a good idea.
Hey, that's just about South Tawanda. Come on now.
That's right. Sometimes you're better off. And honestly, here's the bad thing about marrying someone you chose. Then it's your fault. Absolutely. It would be amazing if somebody chose. Then the two of you could be like, "Look, let's just make this work because we don't really have a choice. This was chosen for us."
And the best part is it's not your fault. It's not your fault when it's a big.
It's like
disaster.
Goodwill Hunting. It's not your fault, Sean. Don't you mess with me. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
You didn't do this.
Sometimes maybe it's like when people put up a one-man show and you're like, well, who's directing it? Oh, I'm directing it myself. That's a terrible choice. You need an outside voice to go, hey, man, you're making some bad choices, brother. Yeah. You need to
a voice of reason.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Trevor, that's what you need. You need a one-man show.
A one-man show?
It is a one-man show, dude. All you got to do is show up. The ticket price is
yes, I know. I have been Trevor 13 times in the last 2 months.
We've all been Trevored.
I think we have to sort of expand out. So I'm not going to reveal anything. I'm not going to reveal too much, Jason, hopefully. But you and Trevor came into Buffalo the night before Kayla and I landed.
Correct.
And it's not just alcohol that can get somebody Trevored. That's all I'm going to say. You had fun in that hotel.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, no idea.
That's not a parental show. Shenanigans.
Listen.
That show goes behind the Patreon wall.
That's the Patreon. That's actually, dude. We should do a Patreon wall where it's like, hey, you want to know more about the black leather hat? Come over to the Patreon account.
The Parents Lounge After Dark.
You want to know if Jamie really knows how long a minute is? Come over to the Patreon account.
You'll see the longest minute of your life. Come on over.
Troy just said, is Trevor a real person or a character from It's Always Sunny?
That is the funniest thing I've ever heard
statement of the night. Is that yeah. That's so funny. Dude.
He's very real.
I try to be.
Go over to Twitch and just play video games with people while they watch or something. I didn't really realize you guys were such video game lunatics.
Oh my god! I mean, I don't think this would be a fun video game to watch because it's just me doing a lot of gardening.
Honestly, I feel like that would be huge.
You're gardening on a video game?
Yeah, by the way, it's not my first time gardening.
That's funny, Travis. Travis Gilbert says the Parents Swinger Lounge.
Yes.
Hey, this Friday we're having a key party in the Parents Lounge.
By the way,
Drop your
Travis
keys in the
Gilbert is a friend who lives out in Texas, and he breeds snakes. So his snakes, but he's like totally self-sufficient. So he has snakes, and then he breeds rats so that he can feed the snakes. And then he has cockroaches so he can feed the rats that feed the snakes. It's insane.
Wait,
And also he was talking about how
got a whole
cockroaches?
ecosystem?
I guess rats will eat anything. Rats eat cockroaches.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Pretty
part for me.
cool.
Yeah, it's really, he's like totally he's like, just got done cleaning the rat room. But also he was saying when you were talking about your daughter with the chapstick, he makes his own. He also has hives of bees. He makes his own chapstick out of beeswax.
Does he have a bunker in his backyard where he's
Honestly,
prepping? Is he a prepper?
Let's be honest. He probably does. Also, it was just his birthday. Happy birthday, Travis.
Happy birthday, Travis.
Happy birthday. I'm going to ship him a leather hat. I'm going to send it on over.
Actually, Jason, can we all take a guess at what that leather hat cost?
Sure.
$42.
Okay, I was going to say 30.
$37.50.
Kate won.
You have to remember, Kayla, it's not LA prices.
Yeah, it was $27.
Then that's not a real leather hat. That's faux leather. You got faux.
I don't know. Maybe.
So
I mean, I didn't really look. It serves a purpose.
I still don't know the purpose, but I get it, and I'm on board.
Honestly,
I don't really know how he's missing it.
He doesn't get the purpose, but also the fact that it pisses you off is purpose enough, baby.
He was hitting on me a little before the show, so I don't know where we're going.
I love it.
I'm like, what can I put on that's gonna make Jamie super mad? Oh, hey, Kaylor. Ooh, no. Kaylor. Ooh.
This is an audio show, by the way, so you should maybe tell people that you have a.
For the audio listeners, I'm wearing a flashing helmet thing.
It looks like
honestly, it just looks like
robot
somebody
from
put
Lost
glow
in Space.
balls in a vacuum tube.
She looks like the robot from Lost in Space.
Danger.
Ooh, look, it's me, a talking vagina.
Mulligan.
You don't have to edit out the word vagina, Taylor.
I can't with you. By the way, I mean, they don't even, the robot in Lost in Space, they don't even give a name. They just call him robot. I mean, come on. At some point, you got to humanize that thing. It's crazy. She buys
really
it.
Yeah, correct.
See, Travis, I'm not sure Travis, at this point, Travis is like, wait, why am I involved? Why do I have to do this crap? Because I don't have kids. I can go back to the bar. Are you working right now?
You just called me Travis, bro. I thought we were friends.
Oh my God, I did. It's only because it was Travis Gilbert.
I'm like, Travis Gilbert doesn't have kids.
I got Trevored with a Travis Gilbert.
Nope. Now I'm sad. I'm wearing these so you don't see the tears.
You got a little Jim Morrison going with those glasses on. I love it.
Yeah.
Kind of works. It just weirdly works, huh?
I know. Do we have any more kid stories from the week? That Travis. And by the way, now you're Travis. Now I looked up. I just said Travis again because you named yourself Travis. Which, by the way, now you're Travis.
Actually, I did that.
That's how it works.
Whatever. I don't care.
Good old Trevor Gilbert and Travis Patton.
We had this. We had to do this. Do you guys have to do this where you have to give? So my daughter's second grade class, I had to buy cornbread mix for her to take to school. And then my daughter's fourth grade class, I had to buy canned yams so we could donate them to the cause. So we bought food and then brought it to the school to donate it to a Thanksgiving.
We are doing it. We are responsible for raisins in our grade.
Raisins. Oh, I had canned yams, which, by the way, I was like, you can can yams? That sounds horrific.
Can anything. You can.
I guess you can can.
Raisins.
Would we like to hear how the twins parent-teacher conference went?
Yes.
I actually would. And I would love to hear how they're speaking because we had such a great update about them chatting at Halloween, and I'm interested in their progress.
Honestly, there have been some new words. They're asking for a bowl now.
Let me ask you this: when they say bowl, do they mean the leather hat or they mean a bowl?
They mean like a plastic cereal bowl.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe they were talking about the leather hat because it was no. Go ahead.
No, but they do call ball gag by name.
Okay, all right. That's all right. That was my main question. I wondered what they called ball gag. That's good.
Oh, God. Baby's first word. Anal plug. What?
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Mulligan.
Dark Lord, I'm so proud of you.
Mulligan, you just seriously. All right, we're at 7. We're gonna take this to 14.
Honestly, what else is at the
Incredible.
Gowans house if not
We
that?
gotta get right.
I don't think that we don't have that.
Really?
Touche.
You just call it Melissa's right hand.
We call it a lightsaber. Anyway,
It's called an
Thank
index
you.
finger by us. Go ahead.
wow. Nope. I am going. No, I have to
He's out.
because
By the way, sometimes I like to go to like Walmart and I get one of those little plastic baskets and I fill it with some duct tape, a mask, and like a hatchet. And then I go up to the counter and then I go, "Hey, do you guys sell Polaroid cameras?"
Good.
Wait, you have a Walmart that still has people working the checkout?
There's Trevor. There he is.
And Travis at the same time.
Actually, Kate does remind me of. She's so funny. The girl
Sweet
on.
D, Caitlin Oslin.
Oh my God, she's so great.
She's the best.
Yeah, she's really funny. Everybody in that show is really funny.
They're
Okay, wait. So
ridiculous.
Jason, they've got new words. None
yes,
of them.
they've been working on the new words. They're working on potty training. It's going better than the day they flooded the school. We got a little more information on that during the meeting.
Wait, what was the information?
That it was a group activity with the whole. They were learning bathroom etiquette as a class, and the twins darted into the stall, shut the door, and flushed a toy, and then just kept flushing it really rapidly. It happened very quickly, I guess. But it took four janitors to undo the mess that they made.
But, dude, that's the teacher's fault.
It is.
Honestly,
To let the kids go in there and lock themselves in the thing. Come on.
Yeah.
How
And by
did
the
that
way,
happen?
your
What was
school is
their-
4
what was
janitors.
their
You guys must be
reasoning behind
rich.
it?
You have four janitor school. Holy cow, dude! That's like a fancy school.
Yeah, not
4
so much.
janitors? That's
Yeah.
nuts.
we have Mr. Mario and Mr. Ryan, and one of them's there at night. I don't know. And we've got 500 kids in our school. Welcome to the public school system.
You got to film a sketch where the first guy's like, I can't do it. He goes, give me the second guy. Where's the second janitor? Come on, Gino, get in here. And the second guy comes in. He goes, dude, I don't think we can do this with 2. I don't think 2's going to make it. We need a 3rd janitor. I'm here, man. And Larry comes running in, and then the 3 janitors are like gloves, plungers, a snake, and the guy's like, dude, I'm going to tell you right now, 3's not going to make it. We're not going to make this. We cannot fix this thing with 3 janitors. We need.
Don't even say bring in the 4th. Don't even say we got to bring in the 4th.
I can't believe I'm having to say this. We need a 4th janitor. Get him down. And then the 4th janitor is like the cool guy. He's in like a smoking jacket. He's like, I'm on my way. And then he walks in. He just goes, boop, and he pulls it out. And it's over.
That was really satisfying, actually.
Yeah, I know. I felt really good about the janitor bit. That might
Yeah.
be,
Oh,
That
really
just
good.
Totally, like every scene of that played out in my head perfectly.
Didn't
in
you see
color.
it? You could see it.
Yeah.
Let's
It was
cast
like I was there.
Let's cast it. Who's
That's a
janitor
standing
1?
ovation, sir.
Janitor 1 is who? Who plays janitor 1?
Joe Pesci.
I love it. He's absolutely the first. Who's janitor 2? We got to mix it up. We got to go ethnic.
Stanley
or-
Tucci.
Stanley Tucci. I like it. Janitor 3. It's got to be a woman. I mean, you got to help everybody in here. Emily Blunt. Because it's this one's gonna be. It's gonna take a lot of acting to get.
Hey, who do you suggest, Kate?
I was thinking of Leslie Jones.
You know what? Very funny.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'll go with Leslie Jones.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then the last one is John Stamos.
Wow, I gotta go
Money.
to that school.
Wow.
Money.
It's classy at the end.
Should have gotten a casting. I really should have gotten a casting. Janitor 4 is Jennifer Lopez to really switch it up. Sounds like the fourth guy is a custodian. He comes down and they go, "Hey, we need a janitor 4." He goes, "I'm not a janitor, dude. I'm a custodian. Custodial engineer."
I went to school for it.
I want you to if the teacher told me that, I said I would start laughing and go like, "Dude,
Did he
seriously?
freeze? Did everybody freeze?
4
Or
janitors?
maybe I'm frozen.
You're telling me it couldn't be solved with less than 4 janitors?" That's what
they
you're
told
telling
me.
Sounds like BS, brother.
Maybe they
I'd call
don't
them
mean.
out on that.
Maybe they
I
don't
go,
mean
show
all
me.
at one time.
Show me the 4 janitors. I want to see them in this room right now.
I will ask that question. I need
It's
to know.
insanity. First of all, there's no way your school is 4 janitors. There's no way. There's no way.
But was that the
2022.
only bad thing they had to say about your twins?
Oh no, no,
Oh.
so much. They had to create their own carpeting for them during circle time when all the kids sit on their the kids all gather on a like a rug in the middle of to do like a group session. My twins have designated that they will not sit with the other children and they sit together on a carpet and judge the other kids.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that. Honestly, I kind of like that.
But probably the most concerning thing is that the Dark Lord decided he didn't like the way the rest of the kids were eating their meals. And so he is getting up once he finishes his meal, it is now time for everyone else to be done. And rather than stop him, and nobody did, they implemented his system. And now he just simply walks up to the child and stares at them like this. And if they don't finish right away, he dumps their food into the trash, like Michael Scott with Toby.
Let me ask you this. You know how they have those college funds that you can put money into, and then when the kid goes to college, they can use the money? Do you know that's a 529? Is that what it is, Molly?
I do, yeah. I know about them, but I mean, my kids are never going to go to college, Jamie.
No, that's what I'm saying. Do they have the same system for prison?
For bail. Yeah.
For bail.
Isn't there like a commissary card or something, like a recreational
I think
card?
there's a way now. If you could put money into one of those systems and then tax-free later, it might really help you financially when you have to bail these children
Or
out.
I honestly think he's going to go into politics.
I also do feel like you maybe need to start stretching
Which
your
lands
anus
him in
to
prison.
start smuggling stuff into him.
Really, Mulligan? Really? That was
Is
the
that
jump?
not how stuff gets
Why does
into
it have to
prison?
be mine?
Because you're going to come visit him, aren't you?
No.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
And who's
then
kidding
the-
you? They're not getting bail, please. Bail.
Look, they need to be in there where they belong. But anyway, so the school the classroom implemented his system, and now they basically said, "Oh, Anthony's coming! Everybody, hurry up! Everybody, hurry up! Anthony's coming!" Rather than stop him and make our lives easier here with parenting, they implemented the child's system. He took over in a day.
Wow.
Well, that's how Damien would do it. That's how the omen works.
As an outside person without any children, isn't that kind of the opposite of what they're trying to accomplish at school?
Yeah.
Like,
See,
you're getting shafted, man.
Travis is really starting to get it. He's really starting to get it.
Thank you, Travis.
Hey, thank you, Jared. Thank you, Jared.
Good old Jared.
I appreciate that. Please, and try my Subway subs.
No,
See
it's
my
Parker.
AIDS.
His middle name is Anthony's middle name is Parker.
It should be Damien. He's right. Dude, it's so funny because I do wonder about like snow plowing for my kids. You know, they talk about the fact that nobody will tell any kids just to go, no, it's not happening, right? Like we keep like Hannah. So Hannah was, it was a really close game in the fourth quarter. And so she's normally plays up front. She scores goals more so, but we were trying to mix everything up. So I put her in net and she had an absolute meltdown. And I was like, what's the matter? You know what? She goes, I don't want to play net. I don't want to play net. And I go, well, you have to, everyone's going to play up front. You're going to play goalie. She goes, I don't want to play goalie. I'm not a goalie. And I was like, why? And she goes, what if they score on me and I lose? And I was like, oh, it has nothing to do. You just don't want to be the one who loses the game. And I think sometimes our kids need to lose more and fail. Hannah just got. It was a pretty big deal, actually. She's on the swim team, and she got 10th place out of the whole league. But like they gave trophies for the top 12 places, like big.
Ah.
And it was a big deal of like, and it was kind of cool. We were pretty excited for her, but part of me was like, top three. But she was number 10 in the league, and she had the most, like the 10th most points or whatever. So she got this crazy award. And part of me was like, and that's all they asked all day. They were like, "Hey, when are we getting trophies?" I go, you didn't win anything. You don't get a trophy until you win something. But
Yes, thank you.
I feel like everything's so like we're so afraid to let them fail that they are so afraid of failing them.
You have to fail, man. You can't learn anything unless you fail. Like
I tell them that all the time.
you have to fall on your face.
I
That's the only
almost
way
like
you-
95% of the time fail.
I fail all the time. I'm failing
Fail
right
fast,
now.
fail often.
Yeah.
I think there's like it's the strange thing though, because like the goal of every generation is to do better than the generation prior, right? So then it's like it's hard to sort of find the nuance of like I want to give my kids more than I had, but I also want them to still learn life's important lessons. But it's like I don't know, like I think about like I just like I never ever had name brand stuff. It was like I would ask for a pair of Doc Martens and I'd get the Skechers from Kohl's or whatever.
You got lugs, didn't you?
Yeah.
You got Joe
Basically.
Morton's. Hey, these
Yeah.
are Joe Morton's. No, I wanted Doc Martens. No, these
Yeah.
are Joe Morton's. These are
Listen,
Joe-
it's like Mr. Pibb, right? Like Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper, Mr. Pibb. I got the Mr. Pibb. And so there's
Shasta. As a
there's
kid,
part
we had Shasta Cola, and I was like, it's like Coke. No, it's not like Coke. It's not like Coke at all.
and not that this is the same thing. Like my kids did not ask for it, but like I'll go buy them. I'll be at fucking Costco. Excuse me. I'll be at Costco and I'll be like, oh, look, there's Adidas pants. And I'll like get them Adidas pants. And then I'm like, what am I doing? They could just have like, I don't know. It's hard for me to be like, where, like, I agree with you, Kayla. Like we cannot, like 10 places should not be getting trophies. But at the same time, I'm like, but it's also, I do also want to give my kids more than I had. So it's tricky to like turn that magical thinking off.
Troy says my dad never let me. I don't let my kids win at anything. I don't let them win at anything. She got so mad at me one day. I forget what we were playing. We were playing something. Oh, was it tic-tac-toe or something? Like something simple. And I was like, and finally she was like having a meltdown in California Pizza. Oh, it was on the menu at California Pizza Kitchen. There was this game, and you had little squares you had to complete. And once you completed a square, you got the block, and then each square was yours, and you had points. And I just utterly destroyed her in the game.
Okay.
Utterly destroyed her in the game. And but I would explain to her when she had to move. I'd say, well, look, you got to look at this, and you got to look at this, and I'm trying to teach her this.
Oh,
stuff,
so you
but
made
then
it a lot of fun. Okay, got it.
Yeah, it was super.
That was my takeaway as well. It just seemed like it was a really great time.
It was super fun at first, but then she was getting murdered. She was making
Yeah.
it was like if you would play tic-tac-toe and the first person goes and they don't take the center. You're like, I can't help you. I don't know how to fix this for you.
I know,
You're
but
an
also
idiot.
let's not talk about it the whole time.
So she starts to have a real meltdown, and I go, hey, do you want me to let you win? If you tell me to let you win, I'll let you win. She goes, well, no, I don't want you to let me win. I go, well, then I'm not. But you can't have a meltdown. I said, I'll help you play better, but I'm not going to let you win. And I didn't let her win.
Finish her.
I played basketball with him in the backyard, and Claire can really shoot, and she's beat me. We played horse, but she'll beat me like 2 games. And then the third game, I'll like tear it up from, I shoot from way further across the pool, and I'll hit him and win. And then she has a meltdown when I win. And I'm like, you just won 2 games, dude. And now you're melting down. Like if they don't win every time, every way out, they start to like go, I didn't win. I don't know.
Don't we think the letting them win changes as like the kids age up? Like Travis actually has like a teenager. Like I still probably like if James wants to race me, like do a foot race, I probably like I saw Neil do it the other day at the birthday party. One of James's little friends from TK wanted to race him, and he let her win. And he's like, wow, you're so fast, Tova. And I was so proud of my big 7-year-old who let the little kid, like, that's okay.
That's okay. Absolutely. And of course, with a toddler, of course,
Yeah,
of
right?
course I do. But she's
But
like,
as they
Hannah's
age
9.
into it, yeah.
Hannah's 9. At some point,
Yeah.
you're like, I don't
Yeah.
know what to play, buddy. Play better.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I
for
don't
sure.
know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I should be like just bending over backwards and go,
No.
oh, you're so, look at you. You won again.
That
Daddy's
doesn't
done."
feel like something you could do.
No.
She's gonna be like 30 and go like, God, my father was terrible at games. He lost everything. God, guy couldn't shoot. He didn't know math. He couldn't do tic-tac-toe. I remember at 7 destroying that guy. How did he even have children? He's an idiot.
You're not helping him.
Jamie, when she's 30, you're going to be 20 years gone. She won't remember you.
No, well, why would you?
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I hope I'm.
I had to bring up your death so you wouldn't.
Quiet. I'm floating.
Can you keep up with that crossover she's gonna have?
They don't practice. I mean, even tonight at practice, she keeps toe kicking the ball. I'm like, stop toe kicking the ball, dude.
Jamie, I think that if you ever said to them, wow, good job, you won the game, I think that the girls would be like, something's wrong. Dad's been body snatched. Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
That's not true. I do
that.
That all the time. I'm very positive, and I'm always about, because I always tell them, I said, listen, I don't care if you win or lose. I just want to see you put your best effort forward. So when they put their best effort forward, I'm always complimentary, of course. And I'm usually, I usually try to pick things that they did do well. Yeah. And I talk about that. And I don't, but Claire, did we talk about this last week where Claire quit the game and I was like, you quit?
Yes.
Yeah,
I pulled her out.
I think it's so baller of you.
She didn't do it again. She hasn't done it again. And what's funny is she went to this tryout the other night for a club team and she played great. And these other girls have been playing. The guy was talking about, it's like, oh yeah, during COVID, we just played. All they did was play soccer all the time. Some of these kids are so good. It's crazy. Yeah. And so Claire's only 7 and she's playing really good. But I mean, these other kids are freakish. And but she's hanging, and so she's doing good. But we talk about it after, and I'm always like, I still talk about reckless abandon, about playing with not being tentative. That's my main thing now about like. You got to go, it's like anything else. You got to go balls out because these kids are like.
Drop a Blink-182 reference.
I don't know. Is that what they say? Balls out.
Reckless abandon.
Oh, is that one of their songs or something?
That was one of their best songs.
Oh, I don't even know that one.
I don't know that either.
We talk about it all the time though with my kids because I see other kids and they go, especially in like a 50-50 ball. If you want to win that ball, and if the key to not getting injured is to go hard. It sucks.
You'll bounce.
Jamie just got frozen, which means that for 30 seconds, we're going to have no negativity. Ooh, enjoy it, guys.
Positive energy, positive energy.
What are you going to do with your free time? I'm going to travel.
I'm going to talk about how I thank my kids.
Wow, we lost internet.
Oh!
Wait. And I think he's back now. Oh, and he took himself out. There we go.
I lost internet. I totally lost internet.
Yeah.
Back.
You're back now.
You're back. You're back.
Probably a good time to wrap, though.
Yeah.
I think we should wrap this thing. Yeah. Reckless abandon, Jason. Have a wrap.
Reckless abandon.
Thank you, everybody, who's shared it.
Oh, everybody froze again.
No, it's just you.
I think actually you froze. So we're going to keep going. But thank you for the feedback.
You can find us here every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. You can catch us on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. You can catch the audio version of the podcast uploaded on Mondays and Thursdays on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you like, share, comment, leave a review, and all of that good stuff. And we'll see you next week. Thank all of our guests who stopped in, Trevor and Cam. Have a great night, everybody.
Hey, one last thing.
Sure.
With all the small things, have reckless abandon. See what I did there?
Get yourself a sweet
Points
little
across the board.
Good night,
Points
everybody.
across the board.